Today is the first day of 2023. It's the perfect day to create my first video. I've talked about it for a long time. Also, I thought about what the perfect video would be, and because of that, it never happened. So I'm trying again. It's a review of my travels from last year. The year was about going to new places. I started with Medellín, Colombia. It was once one of the most dangerous places in the world. People remind me to put my phone away when I was out and about. But it's an up-and-coming tourist destination. I highly recommend it, but do some good research before you go. I then decided to go to London, but it was a quick stop. Saw some new places and some old ones. The UK removed all COVID restrictions back in 2021. So life has been back to normal for a while now. I rode the bus early in the morning to the city center, then decided to walk to Piccadilly Circus. It was quite lively with tourists. I then went back to my favorite restaurant in Hackney. The Eggs Benedicts I loved disappeared from the menu. But I did end up with something good from the brunch menu, complete with a Bellini. I then bought tickets to 2 musicals. While waiting for the matinee, I walked around Covent Garden. There were quite a few people. It's just great seeing normal again. Then it was time for the evening musical. This one was awesome. My ultimate destination for this trip was Malta. The country is made up of 2 main islands, Malta and Gozo. The capital city of Valletta was constructed back in the 16th century, built by the Knights of St. John. Malta is also known for its megalithic temples. The Haja-im temple was built between 3600 and 3200 BC. It's quite the sight to see. Then I headed for Medina, which is also another old city on the island of Malta. The city was the capital of Malta until 1530. This fortified city features much Baroque architecture. Just take a stroll and you'll easily fall in love with this place. Back in Valletta, I visited Birgu, one of the 3 cities. It was a short boat trip across the water. The narrow streets were simply charming. If you notice the closed balconies, called the Galleria, these are very Maltese. The origins of these balconies is worth reading. There are quite a few historical buildings in this area, including many of the ones that house the Knights of the Order of St. John. Close to sunset, I got a view of the 3 cities from above. But the treat of the day was a private tour of the Manuel Theatre. This is the National Theatre of Malta, opened in 1732. The grand chandelier is designed and made in Venice, then transported to Valletta. The interior has been refurbished with new seating. Many of the elements in the theater are original, such as each painting along the balconies. Attend a performance and experience for yourself. I also visited a very off-the-beaten-path place in Malta, the Victoria Lines. These are fortifications just like the Great Wall of China, but just 12 kilometers long, but covered the entire width of Malta. This was named the Victoria Lines as it was inaugurated in 1897, the same year as Queen Victoria's Diamond Jubilee. Trails to the lines are not very apparent, so it's nearly impossible to hike the entire length on your own. It took me a while to find this segment. A kind Maltese man saw I was lost and directed me here. It was definitely a sight to see, and there was only one other person here. After this, I walked a long time to, well, I'm not gonna attempt the words. Buses don't come often outside of major towns, so I decided to walk. You had to walk in the middle of nowhere to get here. There is no real pathway down to see these rock formations, so I really had to watch every step down. It was just me, the rocks, and the Mediterranean. I just sat there and watched the clouds go by. My last day on Malta was a trip to the island of Gozo. I visited another temple from the Neolithic era called Gigantia. This temple is older than the pyramids of Egypt. Then on to the town of Shagra. From Shagra, I walked to Victoria, which is the main town on Gozo. The main attraction here is the citadel. You can see the rest of the island from here. Then I took the bus to a seaside town called Marsaforn before walking to another town called Shurkia before my ferry to Valletta. I stopped by Geneva on my way home to see a good friend of mine. It's a place I've been to many times. The Cornavant train station, the Rue du Rhône shopping street, the squares, the evening on Lake Geneva, and of course, the famous jet d'eau. I just can't get sick of that view. I walked along the lake to see it from different angles. It was a nice way to end this trip. Shortly after I came home, my lifelong friend passed away. We went to her funeral in New York City. She has been a big sister to me since high school, my guiding light, and now she's gone. I still miss her every day. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe.